Hello there, my little goldies, and welcome back to my sanctuary, and welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a current setup of my personal planner. But before I show you that, oh my gosh, you guys, I got my nails done. Finally, look at this, yay! But yeah, I haven't had them done since before the pandemic started and so forth. I had them done like earlier in March, but I never went back, like with things closing up, and then when things finally did open up, it just, you know, I'm sure that everybody was so busy and appointments were just way backed up. So I kind of waited for a little bit, and I finally got them done like August 31st, which was Monday. And today is Wednesday, September 2nd. So I'm filming this video now. But yeah, so I feel like a new woman having my nails back finally. Yay! I'll tell you what, I've been missing them. But anyway, this is a personal sized Filofax Sofiano in rose gold. So you can kind of see that it's real sparkly, you know, just real shiny. And I'm trying, hopefully I'm not flashing you guys too bad, but I had my OT light on and it was really glaring. You know, this cover really glares, so I turned off the OT light, but I think when I get into the pages, I'll probably turn it back on. But now this planner is strictly just my stuff alone. I do have an A5 version of this as well, and I use an A5 and a personal size planner in conjunction with each other because there's more stuff that you can actually put in an A5 than you can a personal. And so sometimes I will have my A5 with like more detailed stuff and then just kind of transfer like what I want to in here. And like I said, this is my stuff alone, you know, mine, and well, I have a section for Alex, but this is just, you know, my stuff alone. And you know, this is like my hobby stuff, my wish list, you know, just my stuff that, you know, just makes me happy, you know, TV shows, book lists, you know, that kind of thing. And sometimes this will go in my purse with me, and so when I take it with me in my purse, I have this little bag to protect it, and I don't care like what, this is a perfect size for a personal size, and so I take a personal size with me in my purse, and no matter which Filofax or KKK or whatever I have, I will put it in this little bag, and it's a perfect fit, and then I could just throw it in my big purse, and it helps to protect the planner so it doesn't get dinged up, and so it kind of preserves the life of it, because, you know, you make a pretty big investment when you get a planner like this. So anyway, let's go ahead and open it up and get started, and let me just show you what we have. So you open it up, and now I do have like an insert with where you can put like little gift cards and like membership cards and stuff in here, but I took all that out because it had some personal information and I didn't feel like showing that. But normally these have like my Barnes & Noble membership card. I got like maybe a couple gift cards that I have in here. I keep the identification card that Alex and I got from Leader Dog, and you know, it's just got personal information and stuff on there. So I took all that out just for the purpose of showing the video and stuff, you know, because I didn't feel like showing that. And then same thing for this here, like this is a top loading envelope, and a lot of times like when this goes with me in my purse, I'll put like little bits and bobs in there, like receipts and money and so forth. And so I just took all that out just for the purpose of showing the video. But right now they're empty. Normally they are not empty. Now over here, in these little card slots, again, if, like when I were to take this with me in my purse, you know, sometimes I'll put like a credit card or my ID, you know, that kind of thing in there. But for now, I just have like little planner ephemera, like little journaling cards and stuff in here just to make it look pretty. You know, here's what I have here. This stuff came in like a little planner ephemera kit, and I just slid everything in here just to make it look pretty, you know, just to make it look nice, you know, so it didn't look so empty. But there's just little journaling cards and stuff in there just to make it, you know, just to make it pop a little bit. Now in the secretarial pocket, I have a little field notes notebook, and I totally need to start using this again. Like this is a book list basically, and as you can see, I haven't touched it in quite a while. But what I do with this is I keep a list of the books that I read for each month. Now I do have a bigger notebook where I write out like little book reviews and stuff and what I thought of the book, and you know, just to kind of keep my mind fresh on what the book was about and stuff, because I read so much. But anyway, what I do and what I need to do again, and I haven't done this for so long because I've just kind of kept everything in that one notebook, but when I don't want to consult the big review book, what I did was like for the month, like I make an entry for the month and then just like write down the books that I read for each month. Like, like for instance, July 2014, like I said, you know, And then and then August 2016. Like I said, you know, sometimes it's very irregular and I only use like maybe one page, you know, front and back of this, and I totally need to get back into this, but I'd write the month and then just write down the books that I read for that month, and that way, instead of just flipping through a bunch of review pages and stuff, then I can just look at a list and then, you know, just see the title and author of the book, and then that really helps. But I need to get back into doing that, because I think that is very helpful. But I always keep that in my planner because I always say that I'm going to get back into writing all that stuff down, which I need to. And it just fits really nice in this little secretarial pocket. So that's that. Now, flipping over here, and again, this stuff is empty for now, but stuff is normally in there. So then here is just a little fly leaf that came with one of my Filofaxes. It's kind of all dinged up. It's like one that I keep in my planner. I don't care which planner it is. It stays in the planner, but it's kind of got dinged up on the side. But you know, these things do get old. But I do have, like if I ever want to make new ones, I do have like little transparency sheets that I can cut. And then if I need to replace this, then I can do that. So, and then I have a lot of Filofaxes and stuff. So, I don't have a shortage of them, but if I ever want to make any more, then I can certainly do that. Now here I have a little journaling card, and this always stays with my planner. It's got little chevrons on the back, and what this is I used a stamp, and I stamped this little saying, and it says, "Lord, give me coffee to change the things I can change, and wine to accept the things I can't." And so it's a stamp that I had bought some years back, and I just stamped this little journaling card. And some of it's starting to kind of rub off a little bit, like it's old. Sometimes when you stamp it isn't always consistent, and so I think some of it kind of turned out a little bit light, but it's kind of, you know, it's just so old that it's kind of fading. But, you know, if I need to replace it, I have many journaling cards, and I can certainly do that. And I still have the stamps, so I can certainly do that if I want to do that. But anyway, flipping over here, this is my calendar. I have this divider I made myself just out of scrapbook paper, and I laminated it, just 2 pieces of scrapbook paper, and I laminated it. And then I used I think I used my Brother label to put a label on it, so it says calendar. And then this insert is from August to December of 2020, and this is from Annie Plans Co. And she has many planner inserts for different size planners that you can get, and I really like her inserts. But anyway, let me show you what this one looks like, and I'll just kind of go to an empty week here, that way I don't show any personal stuff. But anyway, the only thing that I don't like about this insert is that it's light. Like it's really light. It's a little hard for me to see. I wish the lines and everything were a little bit darker. I wish the calendar was a little bit darker, because it's real light and it's small, and it's just a little bit hard for me to see. So I may, you know, since I bought this insert, I will probably use it for the rest of the year, unless I just get really just super tired of it and you decide to go to something else. But basically what you have here, and you can use this for anything you want, you have lists on both sides of the page, like left and right. So you can use this for like a to-do list or a grocery list, or like a chores list or something, you know, anything that you want to do, both on the left and right. And then up here you have a calendar, your monthly calendar, so you can look at that at a glance. And then you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so it is a Monday start of the week. And a personal size is kind of small, you know, I'm not gonna lie, you know, it's definitely not A5, but for being a personal size, I mean, there's quite a bit of room to be able to write what you need in here. And if you actually need like a daily page, like if you need a little bit more detailed, they do have daily pages that you can actually insert as well. But for me, for like what I use right now, this is plenty of room to write what I need to in a day. Okay, so there's the calendar. And then let's see, it goes, and you know what, you have to pardon the way I kind of punched this. Like a few of the pages I punched wrong, so, and I didn't want to waste them. I punched them on the wrong side, and I didn't want to reprint and waste the paper, because I actually printed this on thicker paper. I printed this on my better paper because I like to use fountain pen in my planner. So I didn't feel like wasting it, and so I just thought, well, you know, I'll use it. I'll just punch it on the other side and just use it, and then, you know, just go from there. But anyway, so there we go. So here is the end of it. Okay, so you get a nice front cover and a back cover. That's the way her inserts usually are. And then I just have another one of these like little dividers that came with one of the Filofaxes, and I just kind of put that in there to separate the next section. Now over here is going to be my my health section, okay? And I do have, oh, I did want to show you that I have like the ruler that I have the Filofax ruler in here that I put in to mark like whichever week I'm on. But anyway, like I said, this is my health section, and I have like a body measurements page in here, and I took out the one that I was using because I really don't want to show my body measurements, but I put an empty one in so you guys can see what that looks like. And I think this one was I think this is Peanuts Planner Co. I think this one was from Peanuts Planner Co. A lot of my inserts that I have in here are either Peanuts Planner Co. or Annie Plans printables. Yeah, Annie Plans printables or Peanuts Planner Co. So those are my two pretty much favorite ones that I go to, although I do have quite a few other things on Etsy, but I don't have them in here at the moment. So anyway, let's go ahead and keep looking at this stuff. So there is a body measurements, and so you can just kind of go through and measure each part of your body, and just kind of like when you're doing a weight loss thing, like you can do this like every week or whatever, every month, whatever you want to do. And then it's a tracker, and you can just kind of go down and compare like what you've lost and you know, how much your body has shrunk and all that. But yeah, so anyway, there's plenty of tracking that you can do because there is a front and back to this. And I'm not going to show the next page because it's got like my weight. I don't feel like showing that, but I have in here a weight loss tracker, so you can kind of write down the date that you weighed, and then like what you weighed, you know, like what you weighed, and then like make a little note or something, and then, you know, do a check mark like if you lost weight and so forth. But yeah, there's that. And then here I have a mood log, and I haven't really filled this page out too much. Like I made like one entry and just haven't really done too much with it, but I should really, you know, start filling this out because I think there's a lot that can be tracked with, like, you know, how you're feeling to, you know, to what, like you're, you know, to what you're doing like in your life or in your diet and stuff. So, and I might do this a little bit differently, because I do have it labeled, like this one here I had labeled, how did I do this? I had it labeled like sad, angry, happy, you know, that kind of thing. And so then I just and you can do it however you want to, but you know, you just kind of put the date in there and how you're feeling, and then just kind of check out, you know, which one you want. And I really need to do that more often. And then here I have a health log. And so, and again, it's just one of these that, and I kept my old one in just to kind of show you guys what I did with it. I don't think I have anything too innocuous in here, but it's just, you just kind of do the date, and you just kind of say how you're kind of feeling for that day, and you know, if there's anything that may have triggered, like say a stomach ache or a headache or something, you know. So, but it's kind of fun to kind of go back and see, you know, and just kind of see like what I had written in here for, you know, a certain day. And I don't think I've messed with this section too much because, I don't know, I've been kind of just putting everything in my daily journal, but I really need to keep track of it here. But yeah, so there's a little health log, and like if you got like where you're not feeling well, you can kind of document that, and like, you know, what you kind of did to maybe help it along, or what you think might have triggered it. But I got a few pages for that. And then I have like a little headache log, which I haven't really filled in too much. But yeah, you can kind of keep track of your headaches and how severe and stuff they are, and so forth. But there's that. And then I have some notes. What I did was I had like some Tomoe River paper in here, and then like I kind of feel like, because there's not very much room on each one of these lines to do much, so I kind of feel like if you want to write a little bit more, I put some Tomoe River paper that I punched, and just kind of made some notes, like if like this one here was a persistent headache I had, and I just kind of wrote like a little bit about that, you know, like what might have triggered it and so forth. But I put some Tomoe River paper in there to have some extra room to expound should that need to be done. And I figure like if I ever need to talk to the doctor about some, you know, some of this too, then, you know, I got it right there in my planner, and then I can just kind of open it up and just, you know, kind of, you know, tell her about like that particular day, or like how, like if I have something going on that, you know, where I'm just not feeling right, you know, that kind of thing. And I think in here too, I kind of have this in my journal, but I think in here as well, I'm going to keep a blood pressure tracker in here, a blood pressure tracker in here too, because I've been having some issues with my blood pressure lately, and the meds that I'm taking, it doesn't seem to be working anymore, and I can't really get my blood pressure down. So, I think I'm gonna make like a little, I think I have an insert for that too. I just don't have it in here, but I'm gonna put it like behind my headache log and keep like a blood pressure tracker, because I take my blood pressure every day, and I think that will help. But anyway, so that's another thing I'm going to add to the planner. So I'm kind of talking about, like, as I'm showing you guys the setup, I'm kind of talking about like other things I should put in here too. So yeah, that's the benefit of making a video like this. But yeah, I will be putting a blood pressure tracker in there as well. So the next section is, and I have it separated by another little divider that came with one of my Filofaxes. It's just a, you know, generic manila divider. And so I don't have anything written on it. It's just something that I put in there because it doesn't take up much weight. Not like a regular divider, a laminated divider would. So I use these little ones to just kind of separate some of the subsections or whatever. But anyway, the next section is going to be like money spending kind of section here. Now this is a checkbook register, and I don't have any information in here because I don't feel like showing what's in my bank account or anything, but I would just use this as like a checkbook register, and then you know, that will kind of help me keep track of my bank account. Like if because I have like a regular checkbook register, but I find that sometimes this is a lot easier because it's slightly bigger, and then again, I can use my fountain pen in it because I printed it off on thicker paper. What I have on here is an online order. So like if I order from Amazon, then I would mark it down in here, and that way I can kind of keep track of things that I have ordered and how much I spent. Let me just kind of cover this up. But the next one I have over here is a to-buy list. Like this is stuff that I need to buy, like let's say for the house, or you know, just like if a set of color pencils comes out that I want to do, like, you know, I would put that in there because it would be like on my immediate list to go ahead and get. You know, that way I have it in front of me, and I can just kind of go through and just kind of figure out like what I need to get at a certain time and so forth. So there's that. And then I've got and then over here I've also got some more Tomoe River paper. That way I can have more room to write if I should need to expand on something. So that is the end of that section. And then here I have a picture of Caleb. Actually, this is a double laminated thing, but I have a picture of Caleb right there. And then on the other side, I have a picture of some roses that Chewy.com sent me. I had to call them up about an order, and it was shortly after Caleb had passed, and I had told them, you know, that Caleb had passed, and of course they were so nice. Oh my gosh, like they are like, I can't recommend Chewy.com enough. Like if you ever need to order dog food or something, and oh my gosh, like I did not round my corners on this side. Holy cow, I'm glad I caught this. But as I'm talking, I'm going to go ahead and round my corners. I had to cut this down just a little bit because it was too big. But anyway, I cannot recommend Chewy.com enough. Like if you guys ever need to get stuff for your pets, you know, like dog food, cat food, anything like that, I cannot recommend them enough. And they are so so nice. Like I had to call them up about an order, and you know, like I said, I told them about Caleb, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You know, they were just so you know, just so nice about it. And then it was like the next day that I got a package from Chewy.com, and what it was is they sent me a dozen roses. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Like, I mean, it was such a surprise. It was such a surprise, and I totally did not expect that. But so I got the flowers, and oh my gosh, like after I sat down and bawled for a while, oh my goodness, I totally called them up the next day and thanked them. I think it was on a weekend that I got them, but I called them up the next day and thanked them, and oh my gosh, like, I mean, it was just so nice. You know what, like, it was just so unexpected and just totally just wonderful of them to do, and I just thought it was so nice, and but yeah, I will never forget that. And so they lasted a few days. You know, I kept them in the water, and they had like the flower food that they gave with it, and so they lasted a few days. And so I went ahead and took a picture of them, and I cut this one down and just kind of put this pretty pink one in my planner. I just thought that was just a nice little addition. Okay, so then the next section is going to be here is a content planner. So like if I'm gonna plan like something for a blog or a YouTube video or something, because sometimes like what I'll use this page for is like if I kind of need to plan out like one of my Sims stories a little bit, like if I feel like I'm having too much in a chapter or something, I will kind of plan it out and break it down a little bit. Or I will also use this to kind of plan out a YouTube video, like if I have a lot to say, and if there's a lot to say, and I'll kind of, you know, make some notes that way I don't forget like what I'm going to say or something, you know. So I'll use that. So there's a little content planner. And I think this one, I don't remember if this was from Annie Plans Printables or Peanuts Planner Co. Like I said, these inserts are one or the other, because that is what I use. So here is another content planner. And then, and I have several pages for this content planner. And then, again, here is some Tomoe River paper in there in case I need to expound on an idea. And I can take that in and out and just kind of move that wherever. And I have another little Filofax divider. And then over here is, I have a project planner. And so I started kind of, and I kept this one in because I think it's fun. Hi, Alex, you silly boy. Yeah, we can't get your nose in the video here. You're too far away. But anyway, I kept this page in here because I thought it was so much fun to kind of keep it in here and just kind of see what like we had to do to the room. And now that it's done, you know, I called it the art room, but it's actually called the sanctuary. But this before we knew we were going to call it the sanctuary. So it's just kind of fun to just see like everything that I listed and know that we kind of got all of that done. So how fun is that? And then I have a few other project planner pages. So like, again, this would be good like if you're going to plan out like a collection video or something like that. Or, you know, if you have another big job that you're going to do or something, then you can use those pages for that. But I like having a little project planner in there. Here is another Filofax divider. There's a goal planner. So like if you have something that you need to get done at a certain, you know, in a certain amount of time, like if you have like weekly goals or something, you know, like you can put the goal and then like the steps that you're going to take to achieve it and so forth. So it's a very productive kind of way to just document what you want to get done. And then here's some more Tomoe River paper in there in case you want to expound. I have a lot of Tomoe River paper in here because I love, like I said, I love using fountain pens. And I just cut a lot of this up and just punched it. And this paper is real thin. It takes fountain pens so well, but it's a thin paper. It's a Japanese made paper. And it's instead of having like real thick pages in here, it makes it so I can have note paper in there to, you know, to be able to make notes without bulking the planner up even more than it already is. Because, I mean, this thing is pretty well stuffed, but this Tomoe River paper helps to kind of keep things, you know, thinned down a little bit. Now, the next section, and again, I have another Filofax divider. The next section is, I have, you know, just different ones in here. Like, this is a cleaning list, like, to, you know, kind of plan out like what you want to clean when. And so I kind of kept, there's an empty page in here, you know, that way I wouldn't show you what I've actually got down, but I wanted to show you the empty page, and that's what I use. Here is and I have like a couple pages of that. Okay. And then here's some more Tomoe River paper. Okay. And then this next section, now I actually do have a divider that I made here, and it's laminated. Again, it's a if I could spit it out, 2 pieces of scrapbook paper that I taped together and laminated. And so this one here is my what did I call this one here? This is my list section, okay? So this, because I really like to make lists, so I have just general lists in here, like this is like wish lists and stuff. But anyway, so you flip it over, and then I have, here's a book log. So again, it's kind of like what I started doing in this field notes book, but I put something in here, like if I have books that like I want to read, or that I'm currently like in the middle of or something, or you know, just any kind of book that I want, that I feel is important to mark down. Next is the same thing. Here's a book, another book page for books. Here is a movie log. So this is a listing of all the movies and stuff that I want to see. Okay. Which on this page it's only one right now, but I plan to fill that up. And then here is just some more inserts from Annie Plans printables, which I printed off on some thicker paper. So this is just, I bought an insert where it just has like different list designs, and so there's a little cover, and then you can use this for any kind of list that you want. I mean, she has like so many different designs of them, and so I printed these out and put it in here just to make it look really pretty. And so if I want to make like different lists, like if I need to get like make a list for groceries, or just, you know, even nonsensical things, you know, if I need to just kind of brain dump a little bit, I have something pretty to write on to make my little lists. So how cool is that? So I have several of these in here. Now also I have in here, now I also put in here some Filofax paper, and now we're getting into just different lists of like planners and stuff. I have different planners I want to get. I started, and so this is written on Filofax paper. I started keeping track of my coloring books. I have, you know, just all kinds of different lists in here, like just different things that I have here. It's planner related. I had like old time radio shows in here. Here's a list of some books that somebody told me about by a certain author. Here is like, oh, what do I have in here? More books, you know, just more book related stuff here. And then I have like, I started keeping track of the coloring books I have. So here's like, and I kept a page for different coloring book companies and different artists and stuff. By all means, this is not filled in by all means, because I have so many more books than this, but this is kind of what I started out doing, and that way I wouldn't actually get duplicates. And like if I'm out and about, like say at Barnes & Noble, and if I want to get a coloring book, I can look at this and you know, find the page that this coloring book may appear on and just say, oh, I got that one, you know, if I can't remember. So there's that. And I mean, it's just different, you know, just different stuff in there. So I have a lot of Tomoe River paper in there to continue that little tradition there. And then here's like a little writing guide I made. I kind of jacked it up a little bit, but what I did was I took a sheet of lined paper, cut it down, and then I laminated it. And then what I do is it's punched like all the way through. That way I can move it around. So like, let's say I needed to write on another piece of paper, you know, I can just move it around and just put it in there like so. But I'll go ahead and put it back in here because I know that this is going to be the next page that I'm going to write on. And I might redo it because I kind of like when I did the tab, you know, to be able to find it easily, I put like a top tab on there to find it. But I kind of, what I did was I sort of cut it. I messed it up, I guess, when I cut it. And then like when I actually made it, I didn't make the top part high enough, so some of the paper kind of comes through that way. So I might redo it, but so far it works out pretty well. And like if I were to write, say on this sheet of Tomoe river paper. You can definitely see the lines through it. So this just kind of helps me to write straight. So I have more Tomoe river paper in there. And here is my fountain pen section. Okay. So here is my fountain pen section. Now this divider I kind of messed up when I laminated it. Like, again, you know, 2 pieces of scrapbook paper. And then when I laminated it, it kind of got, I didn't quite get it to the edge, and so it kind of got a little wrinkled up there, but that's okay. I still use it. Maybe I'll make a new one, I don't know, but yeah. But anyway, so here is where I keep track of like different fountain pen inks that I have, different fountain pen inks that I want to get, fountain pens that I may be looking for at the pen show. So just, you know, different like fountain pen related stuff here. That I think is noteworthy. You know, different fountain pen ink sets that I have, you know, because sometimes like there's like a Diamine has ink sets that you can get, and so I make notes of that, you know, just different inks that I want to get from them. Like if it comes in a set, you know, then I'll make notes to get that particular set and all that. So that's just sort of my fountain pen related section here. So just anything fountain pen worthy that I find is worth putting in here. Like sometimes I would even keep a list, like a running list of pens that I have inked up and with what ink. So there's more Tomoe river paper. And then this section here is my wish list. And again, it's another divider I made. I used my brother label maker to make that. More scrapbook paper taped together. And you can kind of see that I got on the chevron theme here because my dividers, like on the back of them, they're chevrons, so I kind of like that. But here is like my wish list, and so this is just like different coloring books that I want to get, you know, planners that I want to get, planner supplies, and again more Tomoe river paper in there to write more stuff down. And then here is what do I have in here? So this is just notes. Okay, so this is just like random notes here. And again, another divider I made and laminated. These are getting a little bit raggedy. I should actually make another set. But anyway, and again, there's more chevrons. Now here is, here's a meal planner. And this insert is from Annie Plans Printables. So I have actual meal planners in here. And I should actually make a better section for this. I may actually kind of revamp this a little bit, but for now it's okay. I know where it's at. So I have several pages of like meal planners. Like if I want to make like a different meal, like in my pressure cooker, I can do that. Here is, now I don't have this filled out yet because I just printed this one out. And this is also from Annie Plans Printables. This is a vet record. And so this is where I would keep all of Alex's information. Again, I don't have it written in yet, you know, because it's personal stuff, but, you know, it would have like his vet, the address of his vet, the phone numbers, and then here's like where you would do a vaccine record, any kind of medication that he would take. But again, I don't have it filled out because it's pretty personal and I don't want to show that. And then, so here's a page for notes, but look at the little paw prints. I think that is super cute. And so I printed this out on some pretty thick paper. That way I could use my fountain pens in it. So I printed out a lot of the note pages in here to make like little notes, like if, like let's say he gets a tummy ache or something, and you know, I can kind of make notes about how he was feeling and that kind of thing. So that is his little vet page right there, and I'll fill that in as needed. So there is the back cover to that. And then here I have, here I made some notes like for, this is like for a writing course that I'm taking, and I made some notes about maybe a story I wanted to write for that. Here's like a list of characters I have for a RPG group I'm in, just more like story ideas and stuff, you know, just kind of like, you know, kind of just random stuff like favorite old time radio shows. And I keep like, sometimes I'll keep like lists of like my favorite names, like from the old time radio shows, like to be able to come up with names for characters and stuff, you know, if I'm kind of stumped for what I want to name a character. So I mean, this is perfectly random, just different random stuff, you know, that's why it's just in the notes section, you know, just different random stuff that I have an idea about and just want to put that in there. And again, lots and lots more Tomoe river paper in there. And then we get to the end flyleaf in here just to kind of keep the pages from curling. But like I said, this baby is packed full. But there is my end ending fly leaf, and then this also has a little like a little notepad in there. That way you can make a little note and tear it off and so forth. But anyway, that is the end of my personal planner setup, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off the OT light so this doesn't glare on you as much. But that is the end of my personal planner setup, and when I get my A5 one done, I will show you what that one is going to look like. But anyway, so that is my sort of joy planner just for my own selfish stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit the like button, of course. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this, and of course hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new material is uploaded and available. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. You all have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video. Okay, bye my little goldies!